See, our life is but a vapor that appeareth for a short time, because it might be 50 years. No, that's a vapor, man, to the Lord. 1,000 years is a day to the Lord, man.
Right.
So it's a vapor to the Lord. 50 years is a vapor, man. That's nothing. Vanish away in a moment. So we have to fix up, man, and stop thinking we're better than what we are. We are nothing compared to the Lord, man. And we still want to compare ourselves, saying, we done all of this, when you never do nothing. You never even wake up yourself this morning with your alarm clock.
That's right.
The Lord done it, man. Read that.
Verse 15. For that he ought to say, if the Lord will, we shall live.
See?
And do this or that.
Yeah, most people don't say Lord willing. But they say, yeah, man, tomorrow I'm going to go down the road and I'm going to go get that car. And nah, if the Lord willing,
that's right,
it will happen. If
Right.
God willing, it's not going to happen. So stop thinking that you done anything. It's of the Lord's will. Read on. Is that it? Yeah.
Proverbs 23, verse 23. Buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instructions and understanding.
Right? See, this is where we get wisdom and instruction and understanding. If we don't keep the precepts and read the book properly, we're not going to get no understanding. These things are going to fly over our head. But because we know the knowledge of the Most High and we believe in His words, we know that. Don't worry about not being rich, man. Because we're rich in spirit. The other people ain't rich in spirit.
right.
They're not storing up their treasures in heaven. They're storing it up on earth. That when war broke out, nothing's going to defend them. Them treasures are going to burn. Just like the other day in California, all the big houses and the big cars burned up and was gone, and there was nothing that the people could do. But if they stored up their treasures in heaven, no burning couldn't be going on. But they have little faith. Even our people, they read the scripture and it flies over their head. That's why they got little understanding. They have a zeal for Yahawah, but not according to no knowledge.
Right.
They don't know that everything that happens is of the Lord, whether it's good or evil. They don't know that. They say, my Lord wouldn't do that. Yes, He would. Because everything is signed off by the Lord.
Right.
Whether we like it or not. Read your precept. Oh, sorry.
This is Tobit chapter 4 and verse 21. And fear not, my son, that we are made poor.
What?
And fear not, my son, that we are made poor. For thou hast much wealth, if thou fear Yahawah and depart from all sin.
See, we have much wealth if we fear Yahawah and depart from all sin. Us departing from sin is keeping the commandments. So we will have much wealth. Because when the kingdom come, nobody won't believe our kingdom. We're going to be walking on streets paved with gold, man. I don't see that in Esau's kingdom. It's all dark mess and everything. That's not going to be in our kingdom, paved with jewels. That's how pretty our kingdom is going to be, because it's not going to be like any kingdom ever seen, man.
Right.
And that's what we should be storing up our riches to hope and pray that we can see a kingdom looking like that, man. And instead of looking to be in this filthy place, storing up your riches next to dog voodoo.
Right.
That's foolishness, man. We have to come back to the Lord and understand the kingdom that we're seeking. Read your precept.
Proverbs.
And do that which is pleasing in His sight.
And what?
And do that which is pleasing in His sight.
What is pleasing in the Lord's sight is keeping His commandments, man. That's pleasing in the Lord's sight. Going and helping the homeless, that ain't pleasing in His sight. Giving the homeless man a sandwich, that ain't pleasing in the sight. Doing things for charity, that's not pleasing in the eyes. He cares about you keeping the commandments.
Right.
Don't tell me your foolishness that you've done in this world. You have to do the right things for the Lord to say those things are pleasing in the sight of the Lord, man. And we come out here teaching the children of Israel, that's pleasing in the sight of the Lord.
Right.
Us keeping the Sabbath, that's pleasing in the sight of the Lord, man.
Right.
It's feast days, that's pleasing.
God.
But when you're doing things of this world, remember He said, the things things of this world is enmity with the Lord. He hates it. So seek ye the kingdom of heaven first, man, and everything as we read shall be added unto us. Read the precept.
Proverbs 24 verse 20. For there shall be no reward to the wicked man.
What?
There shall be no reward to the wicked man.
When you're wicked, man, the other nations, they're wicked. They're not going to get no reward in the end days. They think that their money can save them because they afford the underground bunker. They can afford that big boat that can go out in the sea. The Lord got Leviathan out there, man, to eat up that. So don't worry. There's no way that they can go and hide and think so they're going to escape from the wrath of the Lord, man. No way. The other day I see something on the creature under the sea. It looked like Godzilla, man. And it was just going around under the sea. And it looked just like the Godzilla where you see on TV. That's... Oh. Yeah, no, it wasn't Leviathan, it was a small, but it was the image of the Godzilla that you see them make on the TV, man. So there's creatures underneath there that the Lord's going to put the spirit on them to just get these people who think that they can go and hide under some submarine or some underground bunker. That's not happening, man. Because they're trusting in their money. Read more.
Yeah. The candle of the wicked shall be put out.
No, it should be light up.
The candle of the wicked shall be put out.
The candle of the wicked is going to be put out. So all these rich people that think that they're not going to die, that's thieving people organs and thinking that they can stay young forever. They're even a thing where they're doing a face transplant, taking young children and putting it on old people, man. Those things are happening. But they think that their money can save them because these things is new. But the rich people, that's all thing news to them. They're doing these things to try and stay young and think that they can live forever. Right? But the Lord sees them, the angel sees them, and know that the wicked, their candle shall be put out.
This is book of Psalms 139 and verse 7. Whither shall I go from thy spirit? Or whither shall I flee from thy presence?
You see, nowhere we can go to flee from the Lord present. Read on.
If I ascend up into heaven, thou art there.
Right?
And if I make my bed in hell, behold, thou art there.
Right? Read on.
Verse 9. If I take the wings of the morning and dwell in the utmost parts of the sea.
Where?
And dwell in the utmost parts of the sea.
You see? We just said, you cannot go under the sea in your submarine and think say you're going to dwell there, so. Read on.
Verse 10. Even there shall thy hand lead me, and thy right hand shall hold me.
You see? There's no way we can go, man. Not even in the depths of the sea, the depths of the earth. The Lord is always there because he's got the angels overseeing everything. So stop thinking you can escape from the wrath of the Lord, man.
This is Proverbs chapter 23 and verse 1. When thou sittest to eat with a ruler, consider diligently what is before thee.
You see? When you go and sit before a ruler, these rich people, let me go and see the president in the White House and doing all of that. This is our people, man. We're going, when he said, Lord said, when you sit, go to sit in front of a ruler. Read on.
Consider diligently what is before thee.
You see, consider what's going on, man. Don't just go in there and say, oh, I'm going to see the president. I'm a big boy now. Consider what is before you, man. Read on.
And put a knife to thy throat, if thou be a man given to appetite.
Right?
Be not desirous of dainties, for they are deceitful meat.
See, they're deceitful meat, man. You're going to sit down with the thing. They're deceitful. All that food is deceit. Because he's got tricks up his sleeve, man. Read on.
Labor not to be rich,
Right?
Labour not to be rich. Cease from thine own wisdom. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle towards heaven.
So you can be rich today, man, and it all gone tomorrow. You see them people, they're piling up their money on crypto coin and doing all of them stuff. Stock market crash, everything gone, man. And then them jump off a building and kill themselves because they cannot manage without money. But we, who's been poor, we can take a fiver and feed the family, man. These people, if they lose their riches, they lose their mind. Read on.
They fly away as an eagle towards heaven. Eat thou not the bread of him that have an evil eye.
And these people have evil eyes, man.
Right.
Even though they're rich, they're still looking at us, man. They're still looking at us like, what are they still doing here? Keep your riches and go on about your business. Stop worrying about us, man. How comes you got so much money and you got all the things of this world and you're still worried about us, man? Who ain't got no military mind, we ain't got our own land, we ain't got our own money, but yet still you're concerned on us, man, putting in the Lord's work. This is why we're powerful. We're powerful people, but we don't understand it. We walk on by and not realizing we are those peculiar people that the scriptures speak about.
Right.
We're upsetting the other nations by just being here, by just putting in the Lord's work, because they know that we are the children of Israel. It's only we don't know because we follow foolishness.
Right.
They corrupt our mind and use TV and radio and all type of things to deceive us, man. They know that we are the best people on the earth. That's why they're upset. If you've got all your riches, why are you worried about us and what we're doing? Read on.
Neither desire thou his dainty meats, for as he thinketh in his heart, so is he. Eat and drink, saith he to thee, but his heart is not with thee.
See, their heart ain't with us. So when they invite us and show us them dainty meats, don't deal with it because their heart ain't with us, because them hate me from the beginning, man. They know that we got the blessing from the Lord, so they will always hate us. They got perpetual hatred. It says in the scriptures, they don't like us, man. They don't even know why they don't like us. Them just grow up in a like with us in their spirit, not to like the children of Israel, because they know that we are the chosen. We're not making it up. We're reading in the scriptures. They obviously don't read scriptures, or they don't believe in the words of the Lord.
Right.
Because it says it. God is speaking to a peculiar people, his chosen, that he chose. He never chose the rest of nations. He's just building you up to show his power that he can destroy you in a second, man. Just like he built up Pharaoh.
Right.
Just like he built up all other kingdoms around the world. Because he rules in the kingdom of men, man. And we have to understand this. And stop believing that you go to vote and we voted him in. The Lord put him there.
That's right.
The Lord put Trump in there so that he can make prophecy be fulfilled, man.
That's right.
Because nation is going against nation.
That's right.
Europe is going against USA. Without Trump being in there, that couldn't happen. Nations are rising up, but we get distracted by foolishness on TV and propaganda that they spill. But because we're focused on the Lord's words, we know exactly what's going on, man. But the people them is lost in the source, man. Lost in their riches. And thinks that it's going to help them when the day of the Lord come. None of that ain't helping you, man. The other nation is walking up and down doing foolishness. And focus on foolishness. And got our people focusing on that too.
Right.
Read the precept.
This is Psalms 106 and verse 43.
Bring it out.
Many times did he deliver them, but they provoked him with their counsel and were brought low for their iniquity.
You see, many times we provoke him and we was brought low for our iniquity. That's why we low, man.
Right.
Because we went off. We're supposed to be the rich people of the world, man. But because we provoked him to anger with our iniquities, sin, the Lord put we low, man, and put these dogs over us.
Right.
Read on. Right, so understand why we're low, man. Because we sin. One or two of us might have a little bit of money, but other nation don't respect you, man. richest man in the richest so-called black man on the earth, you think they respect him? Nah, they respect his things. And ask yourself this: if all the minerals and all the jewels, gold, diamonds is in a so-called black man country, how come the Edomite them rich? You don't see what's going on?
Right.
It's because he stole your goods, man. And yet still he was still up under his skirt. And me say skirt because you know so them is feminine.
That's right.
So them are go wear skirt.
That's right.
And those people are the ones that's ruling the place. And we have to understand that. We who keep the commandments know that what's going on. The other people is lost in Esau's sauce, man. Lost in his trinkets and his gifts. But we know what's going on because we read scripture day in, day out, and we get the understanding that the Lord gave unto us. So him say, hold on to it, man. Don't let it go. Remember your commandments. Remember to keep his feast days and his high holy days,
Right.
and new moons, and everything we him tell we to do, we have to remember them. Remember the days of old when our ancestors was keeping the commandments, and the Lord lift them up, man. But because of our iniquity, and bring we low and make them rule over us. And then we're upset, saying, why is things like this? The Lord can look upon you and say, why did you sin, man? Why did you feel that you leaning on your own understanding was going to get you anywhere?
Right.
Nah, come back to the laws, statutes, and commandment so he can give you back and put you back in your position that he was rightfully ordained to. Read that.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 34 and verse 1. The hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false.
See, the hopes of a man void of understanding are vain and false, man.
Right.
So it's a false thing to think that you're a self-made millionaire.
That's right.
It's a false thing that you're going to plan and plot what you're going to do next year. That's false foolishness, man. You can't even plot for what's going on tomorrow, in the next hour. So stop worrying about them things and worry about what the Lord thinks of you and what the other people think of you. The Lord said, we're fools for Yahawah, man, and fools for Christ.
That's right.
So the other people look at them and say, look at them idiots out there. Let make we stay idiot because we're putting in the Lord's work.
Right.
So we'll be an idiot for the Lord, man. The morning.
And dreams lift up fools.
And what?
And dreams lift up fools.
So stop dreaming that you're going to be rich one day. Because it's lifting up a fool, man. You got to come back to the Heavenly Father in truth and sincerity so him can lift you up. No Edomite, no other nation ain't going to be lifting you up. Because he said don't eat with them.
Right.
Because he's plotting and scheming against you, man. Even though I'm rich, he's plotting to take away the liquor that you have.
Right.
You have to understand this. Our people would never get the understanding because they're not focused on the Lord, man. Those people who focus on the Lord don't have no worries of this world, man. Because no matter what come upon you, you don't say it's of the Lord, so you can't argue with the Lord. You have to just take it, man, and work with it. And by you going through certain things, the Lord is working with you, man. He's testing you, seeing if you're going to fall into temptation. When we are the children of Israel and we have to lift up ourselves, man, in the scriptures. Make the Lord deal with you in righteousness, man. Make the Lord add the things unto you by keeping the commandments.
Oh, you ask me, I'm a black man, you know? Not a black man. Not a black man. No, I'm a colored man.
Read the precept.
Psalms 20. Psalms 2 verse 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thy inheritance.
That's what we should be asking for, man. We should be asking the Lord for make we grab the other nation and take them for we inheritance. Stop asking for big car, man. Stop asking for riches that you can't spend. Ask for the heathen, man.
That's right.
Ask for those things.
That's right.
Ask to put them in chains.
Right.
Like they had us in chains. Ask those things. the Lord to reverse what's been going on the children of Israel, man. Reverse it. Make us get back to where we're supposed to be. Keep the commandments, and we don't have to do nothing else but focus on the Lord, man. Read on.
And the uttermost parts of the earth.
And what?
And the uttermost parts of the earth.
The Lord's going to give us the uttermost part of the earth because He say it belong to we. Make Him give it back with things.
Right.
Stop running down the little foolishness because we want the world. And we get the world by keeping the commandments because the Lord said, I made the world for your sake. Read on.
For thy possession.
You see? For thy possession. So we are going to possess the world. Stop running down a little corner, man.
Right.
Stop running down a little block. Because the Lord said, we go and possess the world.
Thank you.
And what He says is going to stand.
Right.
But we just read, ye have little faith. Our people ain't got faith that the world belongs to us because the Lord said it. We're not making it up or read scriptures that the Christian church would never read, man. You got to read the entire book because the Lord said Him coming on the volume of the book. So that means that it is written of Him. So if you're not reading the volume of the book, you don't know what's going on, man. You can't just read Psalms and close the book. You have to read the entirety, man. Come back to the Lord, man, and you will see the Lord will lift you up. And by coming back, you keep His commandments and do His will continually, not just today, for the whole of your life. And if you turn 50 and I just know you find out the truth, for the rest of your life, you keep the commandments, man. The Lord is dealing with some little children. So the whole of their life, they're supposed to be keeping the commandments. Because if I didn't know from long time, I'd have been here a long time. But we just find out a few years back. So we're holding on to the Lord, man. We're not looking to turn back. The only way we turn back is the Lord send me out there. And He's jacked up a lot of people, man. So we should give praise that we're not one of those people that He fling back in the world, man. And He open up our understanding, because we never have the understanding before. We think that we're chasing the bag, man. We got to get these things before we die. And no, so don't worry about all of that. You're just packing up things on your brain car. You run it down. And if I don't want you to get it, there's nothing you can do, bro.
Right.
Some people say, oh, I'm going to work hard. And no. There's people who've never done a day's work in their life and they got riches. That's because the Lord gave them. So stop doing that. You're just putting pressure on yourself and all type of sickness because you're stressing out yourself. That's why if we know the knowledge of the Most High, you're not supposed to be stressing, man. You're going to take what come upon you and how the Lord made you cheerfully and know, say, why? That's how the Lord saying, that's how I'm working with it. Come back to the Lord, man, and understand the thing. Read that.
Proverbs 7 verse 1. My son, keep my word.
My what?
My son, keep my words.
Right.
And lay up my commandments with thee.
You see, we have to lay up our commandments with us. And you hear where the first thing He said, my son, keep my words. We're the sons of the Most High, man. And we have to lay up the commandments and the Lord's, man. Read on.
Keep my commandments and live.
Do what?
Keep my commandments and live.
There's a lot of dead people walking up and down because they're not keeping no commandments, man.
That's right.
But what?
And my law as the apple of thy eyes.
We're supposed to cherish these laws, man. We're supposed to hold on to these laws for dear life.
Right.
Because He said, keep my commandments so we can live.
Right.
So we're going to hold on to it, man. Let the other people that don't care about Yahawah, let them walk on by. Because the Lord not dealing with them. The Lord of this world might be dealing with them. But our Lord ain't dealing with them, man. Because they're not keeping the commandments. The Lord put the Spirit on all of us up here to keep the commandments.
Right.
Don't think that we just wake up and was always keeping the commandments. Now we was in the world following foolishness.
Right.
And it never get us nowhere.
That's right.
A lot of us had trials and tribulation even though we had paper, man. And that was of the Lord. without us knowing. We think, say, yeah, man, I'm me do this. No. When we read scripture, we find out it was of the will of the Most High. Yahawah by Shema Mashiach Yahawashi, man. Read that.
Psalms chapter 119 and verse 134 and verse 34. Give me understanding and I shall keep thy law.
See, give me understanding. These are the things we're supposed to be asking for, like David, man. Give us understanding so we can keep thy law, man. Read on.
Ye, I shall observe it with my whole heart. Ye, I shall observe it with my whole heart.
The heart is the mind, so he's going to observe it with his whole mind. So all his mind is going to be on the Lord, not of what's going on in the world, not what's going on TV. Our mind is going to be on the Lord's, man. Read on.
Make me to go in the path of thy commandments, for therein do I delight.
See, we have to delight in these things and pray that we go in the way of the commandments, man. Those are the things we're supposed to be asking for, but we don't. We ask for foolishness, man.
Right.
That's why it says, you ask, but you ask amiss. These are the things we're supposed to be waking up in the morning and asking the Lord. Give we understanding, man, and let us walk in the way of the Lord. Because this place is corrupted and it deceives us thinking we can make it in this place, man. But the Lord said, this ain't your rest, so stop getting comfortable in this place. If you get riches, still focus on the Lord, man. Don't get rich and then you turn back into the world and think, say, yeah, man, I'm going back in the world because I'm rich now. Nah, you're leaning on your own understanding. Bless the Lord if he bless you, man. Read on.
Incline thy heart unto thy testimonies. Incline my heart unto thy testimonies, and not to covetousness. Turn away mine eyes from beholding vanity, and quicken thou me in thy way.
See? Turn away our minds from seeking vanity. Vanity of this world, man. Not saying, of course, the Lord said we must live a beggar's life. He don't mind if we're rich enough. But when we're rich, we're gone off, man. We're gonna follow foolishness. Go get the so-called hot girl, and then she gonna corrupt you. That's why the Lord makes certain men stay humble, man. Because he knows his mind that he will be focused on a bag of foolishness. So him keep you humble. Hang on, there's one that you know.
Establish thy word unto thy servant, who is devoted to thy fear.
See, David was devoted to the Lord's fear, man.
Right.
Because he said he's going to keep his commandments so he can live. And he knows that if you're not devoted to the Lord, things is going to come upon you, man. The Lord can destroy you in a second. That's why I'm saying, don't worry about tomorrow. Because if I feel to destroy you, it's going to happen. Nothing can save you. No money, no big house, no big car, no underground bunker. None of that ain't going to save you, man. No doctor. Because he put them here. He could heal you when you're dead on the operating table, man. So be fearful of the Lord like David. Read on.
Turn away my reproach which I fear, for thy judgments are good. Behold, I have longed after thy precepts. Quicken me in righteousness, in thy righteousness.
Yeah, what he said, thy judgments are good. So when we got judged and went on slave ship, that was good. Because we never hear. And then we blaming the other nations, but the Lord sent them against we.
Right.
And David said, the judgments were good. So understand the thing, man. Stop crying and bawling and wailing and blame yourself because you never keep the commandments, man. So that's why we have to pray unto the Lord that he keeps us from iniquity.
Let thy mercies come also unto me, O Lord, even thy salvation according to thy word.
See? Let thy mercy come unto me, even thy salvation according to thy word. So he said he wants to give us salvation, man. He said salvation is only for you. So we're supposed to be praying for mercy, understanding, and let us seek the Lord diligently, man. Those are the things we're supposed to be praying for. Read on.
So shall I have wherewith to answer him that reproaches me, for I trust in thy word.
You see? So when these other nations come up to us and want to reapproach me, we will have the words to deal with them and say to them, The Lord chose us and not you, man. Read the scriptures. The Lord is in the midst of Israel.
Right.
Read the scriptures. We are that chosen generation. We are the royal priesthood, man. Trust in our words and get the understanding. Read your precept.
Proverbs 16 verse 25. There is a way that seems right unto a man, but the end therefore of are the weight of death.
See? You see, it might seem right to you that you've done all this work, but you was doing evil to get it. But the end thereof is death, man.
Right.
So it's a short time that you'll be puffing up your chest. And the Lord said pride goes before destruction. So stop being prideful. Hold on to the Lord. Let me read one more precept before I close that. Somebody get me 1 Corinthians 4 and 9. 1 Corinthians 4 and 9. Because this is what we're supposed to be doing, man. This is what we're supposed to be focused on. Don't focus on the things of this world, man. Read on.
1 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 9.
You know.
For I think that God hath set forth us, the apostles, last, as it were, appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world.
Unto the world.
We are made a spectacle unto the world, man. They see us and them things say, who's them guys, man? Who are those people that's supposed to be chosen? Look at them. We're a spectacle to the world. Read on.
Right.
A spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men. We are fools of Christ's sakes. But ye are wise in a Mashiach. We are weak, but ye are strong.
See, we're wise in a Mashiach, man. We know the scriptures, so make them say we're fool, but we'll stay fool. But we're staying fool for a Mashiach Yahawashi. And we're wise in his words, man. We got the understanding of our big brother. Read on.
Ye are honorable, but we are despised. Even unto this present hour.
You see, these people are honorable, but they all despise us, man.
Right.
But we don't care about them being honorable. We don't care about none of that. Even though you despise us, the Lord told us that you would. Read on.
Even unto this present hour.
Even unto this day, them hate we and them despise we. So when they're killing tea, know that it's happened, they despise you even to this present day. Read on.
Even unto this present hour, we are both hungry and thirst. We are both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place.
See, we ain't got no dwelling place. The Lord said this ain't our rest, so this ain't our dwelling place. We ain't got that. But these people are honorable. We hungry, but we're eating still. Read on.
And labor, working with our own hands.
See, labor and working with our own hands. Because we have to go out and do the work. Read on.
Being reviled, we bless. Being persecuted, we suffer it.
Even though, even our people, they revile us, man.
Right.
But we bless them same way.
Right.
We're putting in the work of the Lord, man. We don't want to turn away our brothers and sisters. Even though some of them revile with them, hate we too. But we are going to bless them same way and give them the knowledge of the Most High. Even if and pray for them. Because we're out here, even if we have to prophesy to the wind, man. Read on.
Being deformed, we entreat. We are made as the filth of the world.
See, we are made as the filth of the world. So that this is how these people are looking down on us, man. But what? Read on.
But are of scourging of all things unto this day. We write not these things to shame you, but as my beloved sons.
See, he don't want to shame us and say, why the people them revile you, even your own people hate you. But we are the living sons of Yahawah.
Right.
By Shiva Mashiach Yahawashi, man. And we have to understand this. We have to be proud of that. Read on.
But as my beloved sons, I warn you, for though ye have 10,000 instructions in the Mashiach, yet have ye not many fathers. For
See, we only have one father, man.
Right.
One father, even though we have 10,000 instructions, we have one father, man. Look to the Father for all your help. Read on.
For in a Mashiach Yahawashi I have begotten you through the gospel. Wherefore I beseech you, be ye followers of me. For this cause have I sent unto you Timotheus, who is my beloved son, and faithful in the Lord.
See, we have to be faithful in the Lord, because he sent faithful people unto us to give us the instructions. He sent over 1,000 instructions, but we have one Father. He sent Timaeus to us to give us the instructions of the Lord, man. This is our, and he said, his beloved. Lord don't call no other nation beloved, man.
That's
You
right.
call them dog and foxes and snake. Read on.
Who is my beloved son, and faithful in the Lord, who shall bring you into remembrance of my ways, which be in a Mashiach, as I teach everywhere in every church.
See, that's what we're doing. We're out here bringing back the children of Israel back to remembrance of who they really are, man. Bringing them back to the knowledge of the Most High. We're the beloved of the Lord, man. And all we're doing is waking up your remembrance. To remember that you used to be knowing the knowledge of the Most High, but you forgot your resting place, man. We come to wake you up, man, whether you like it or not. And with that, I hope you got edified. And I'm going to let our next mighty speaker come up and edify the people them some more. And I'm going to close out and I'm going to say, Brakatah Yahawah, Brakatah Yahawashi, Brakatah Yahawah, Brakatah Yahawashi, Emmanuel, Shalom, Kom Yasharallah, Kom Yasharallah.